Hi there, Love Thyself family. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Um, so I haven't been on here much lately. I'm planning to move. It's been complete chaos, just chaos. My boys are moving. Of course, life is lifing. But I'm well, so to speak. But I'm here. So anyway, I wanted to take a moment to do this gratitude giveaway, and for this round, there will be two winners. So I have a quick PSA. So first thing, in order to be qualified for the gratitude giveaway, you have to engage with each video, meaning you comment, you ask something, share something, something where I can see it in the comment section for each video. Normally, I have like a few videos a week. This round, since the last gratitude giveaway, I have only published like three. But I did give a note in my last video that, like I said, I just can't manage, with, work and packing, moving, touring homes. It's been a lot. So I said I would do maybe like two a month or whatever, but I would still do the gratitude giveaway jump on here. And then speaking of the gratitude giveaway, I do want to share something honestly with you guys. So I've noticed some patterns where multiple entries may be coming from the same individuals, but under different YouTube handles. I've noticed it before. I've never addressed it. But moving forward, any entries that appear to be duplicate or unfair will be disqualified, meaning you have no chance of winning, right? So I want this to remain a fair per person draw for everyone, because the only intention or the only hope that you have in mind is greed, is that, this will increase my chances of winning, which is not fair. It's just not fair. So because of this, I will also be taking some time to revamp the process. So moving forward, I just want to make sure that I try to do something to keep things fair and enjoyable for the entire community. So I won't be doing a new giveaway for March right now, but I do plan to continue, but I want to continue in a more structured way. For those of you that have been here for some time, when I first started, I didn't have a Google form. I was doing things via email, and someone was trying to get over that way, and the value wasn't even as high as it is now. I think the value back then was like $15 or something like that. Now it's 80, but it's always someone trying to get over. So, and then I'm one of those type of people. I always have my communication methods going to like my phone, my watch, whatever. So every time someone leaves a Google form entry, I'll get a notification. So those YouTube handles that I'm suspicious of, they'll leave it one behind the other, one behind the other. But something else that I notice is not just that, because that could be coincidental. I only see certain YouTube handles with other YouTube handles. Like, let's say it's a week where that I always see this one in connection with another one, in other words. So if I'm not going to mention who those YouTube handles are, you know who you are. If you are one individual and you're submitting, 4, 5, 6 different entries, even if your number is on there, that's not going to be the case, because I deem it as being fraudulent, right? I don't think that's fair. So if I lose some people behind it, that's fine. I don't want those kind of people anyway that are going to try to cheat the system. This doesn't reflect everyone. I even have like a viewer on here. I love it. They're so stand up. They're like, hey, I noticed something strange. I noticed, 5 people, gave a mention right in the row. Love it, right? Because I'm like, I peep it too. I just don't say anything, right? And then sometimes when I've noticed these people doing this, they've won like a couple times, right? But I'll keep it in the back of my mind just to think like, oh, I got this. You know, she doesn't know what's going on. You know, I I'm the one that's going to be doing the selecting, the giving. If I, like I said, when I even pull these numbers this evening, if your number hits, you know, if you're disqualified, you will not win, right? So there's some people that I'm used to seeing on here on a regular one YouTube handle. They get on here, they do what they're gonna do, and you know, just because you know someone leaves like second difference timestamps or a couple minutes or another day or whatever, doesn't mean it's the same person, but it's just I feel in my instinct like something's not right with it, right? That the whole purpose is just to okay win something, and it's nothing wrong with wanting to win a prize, nothing at all, but the way that you go about it is the way that I have, that's what I have an issue with. So anyway, for this round I'm going to select two people. I'm going to do it right here in the air because I honestly don't know when I'm going to have the time to get back on here to announce or post or whatever. So I'm going to do it right here and then also list the winner right here. If one of those people that I just mentioned, the one that I'm, you know, mentioning, I should have just taken it out. But I know when I see the YouTube handle, I'm like, okay, no, that person won't be the winner. Even if I pick your number and you're like, oh, that was my number, you didn't win for a reason. So anyway, without further ado, I'll go ahead and pick those two numbers. And I should have filtered this so I can see them in like chronological order, which quite familiar with how to do that with Excel, but not so much with Google Sheets, which is what the Google form entries are on. So anyway, without further ado, this is the number corral here. So I will pick two. I'm going to shuffle them up pretty good. So the first one is going to be number 14. 14. Let's see who has closest to 14 without going over. Like I said, I should have sorted this before. I did not. If I did something wrong, I will recount and make sure that I can go. So number 14, maybe I'll look for them later. Okay, I'm still looking at the sheet to see who has closest to that number without going over. But I'm going to go ahead and pick the other number to get the other person out of the way. And that person is number 30. All right, so I have number 14 and number 30. So the closest to number 14 without going over, let's see. Okay, give me a second. I want to make sure I do this right. I think is, okay, it's one person that is a disqualifying person, so they're not going to win. Sorry. And then let's see, the next person, it's someone else. That's a shame too. So let's go to the next person that I know is not, because they just did their single and they did chime in and do what they were supposed to do. All right, so the first winner is, let me circle this. This is going to be for the number 14, the closest without going over. But again, anyone that I have that is going to be a disqualified person, that will not count. So I think I have my first person. Let me get my second person. So it's number 30. Let's see who has 30 closest without going over. So closest without going over, number 30. All right, it looks like I think I have my other person for 30, but let me look at this. I should have, like I said, filtered and sorted before I got on here to make sure. Alrighty, so I think I have the winners. Hold on. So closest for 14 without going over. All right, so it looks like there's some people that were closer than this number, but either I disqualified because you have to chime into each video. That's one. And then two, If you're a part of the crew where I'm looking at you and you're, because I can see the seconds and the the time that you did it. Yeah, so those won't even be included. So anyway, without further ado, the first person to win that's closest to the 14 without going over, that is a qualifying person, is at Diego Aaron 21 at gmail.com. Congratulations. You are the first winner. And then the next person who has closest to 30 without going over, that is a qualifying person, would be Xander Baby. That's XANDERBABY. They had number 19. So closest without going over. Alrighty, so I will email you guys no later than this coming Sunday. I always just do that anyway to just confirm the email. Sometimes something can be missing. I want to make sure that your gift card gets to the right email address. So thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for listening to me rant on about, the nonsense with, trying to win. Don't be greedy. If it's meant for you to win, you will win. Don't do that. So anyway, congratulations to both of you guys. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Friday and the rest of your weekend. Take care and be well.